Hey Cubs, I'm Brendan Schabath, joined alongside Blake Davis and Billy Zimmer. 3 Bs in the studio tonight. We got a big episode here for you. We're going to talk all about college football tonight. So let's get started. So the college football playoff is set and ready to go. Our first matchup is going to be between Clemson, number 1, and number 4, Alabama. And on the other side, it's number 2, Oklahoma versus number 3, Georgia. So Billy, we're going to start with you. What are you looking for in that first game between Clemson and Alabama?
I'm looking for a lot of power from Alabama and Bo Scarborough. They're going to bring some heat with the defense, and I think Alabama's going to win that game because Clemson with their new quarterback, well, roughly new, with Kelly Bryant, I think Alabama with the experience, they're going to win.
I'm going to have to disagree with you, Billy. My money's on Clemson. Kelly Bryant, he's thrown for 13 touchdowns this year, over 2,600 yards. And yes, Alabama does have the number 1 defense, but Clemson has the number 2, and this is going to be a fairly matched game. I'm picking Clemson.
Well, I think that should tell you something with the number 1 and number 2 defense. Who's got the better one?
Alabama coming off a loss against Auburn in the regular season.
Auburn's a great team, though.
36-14, the final regular season matchup. That was Bama. They lost to Auburn. Big upset there. And now there was a lot of speculation. You know, Blake, you and me were mentioning pre-show that, you know, Alabama, they didn't have to play in that SEC championship. Yep. They got a bye week, and they still got in. And I personally thought once Ohio State won, they were not going to get in. Bama was going to get in. There was a lot of speculation on that. What do you think that tells us about the committee putting Alabama in over Ohio State?
Well, I think the Georgia-Auburn SEC championship really messed it up. Auburn, if they would have won, obviously shoe into the college football playoffs. So that really screwed the whole thing up, and I think they were right to put Alabama in the college football playoff.
I think it's I kind of disagree with you. I think that, first of all, there should be an 8-team playoff. First, all of the conference championships get a bid, Power 5, yeah, and then just 3 extra teams who have the better record. And I think that should go like that. I think Ohio State should have gotten in to the college football playoff instead of Alabama just based on the conference championship alone.
So now I'm going to ask you this. You know, you're an adult, you got a job, you make a yearly salary. You have to put your yearly salary on a game between Ohio State and Alabama. Who do you put it on?
See, now that's a different question. I would say Alabama's the better team.
Okay, there you go. The college football playoff is designed to get the 4 best teams against each other.
Now, let me talk.
Exactly.
That's correct.
That's correct. However, you can't dictate future games by saying who would win this game. You have to say who has a better resume with a conference championship.
Alabama would
and
never
with a conference
play Ohio
championship,
State.
I would say Ohio State should get the bid.
So Ohio State losing by 31 to Iowa should get in.
Iowa's
over
a tough
Alabama,
place to play.
Over Alabama,
Iowa is a tough place to play.
Who had 1 loss to Auburn.
Iowa's a tough place to play, first of all. Michigan lost there last year, and they were the much better team in that.
Moving on.
All right, you're wrong.
More news in college football. Former UCF coach Scott Frost, led the Black Knights from an 0-13 season in 2015 to a 12-0 season in 2017, will now be the new head coach of Blake, your Nebraska Cornhuskers.
That's right,
Blake,
Brendan.
Pretty
That's
excited
right.
About that.
Yeah, we are really excited. Scott Frost coming back home. You know, he plays quarterback. Led us to share the 1997 national championship with the University of Michigan Wolverines. But yeah, we're really glad to have him back.
All right, so big news there. Nebraska certainly excited about their new coach. And Billy, Michigan fan that you are, Michigan's got to be excited about their possible new quarterback, Shea Patterson.
Shea Patterson, yeah.
The quarterback for Ole Miss might be transferring to the Wolverines. Speculation and news going around Twitter and other news sources this week. Billy, what do you think about that?
So Shea Patterson is taking a visit this upcoming week, and if he likes what he sees out of the Michigan players, coaches, and campus, then he'll be expected to transfer to Michigan. But I think Shea Patterson, he was the number 1 quarterback in the 2016 or 2016 draft
one of those.
Or recruiting class, and I think that he will overtake Brandon Peters as the next starting quarterback because we need one based on that John O'Korn performance. He's just tremendously bad.
Yeah, the quarterbacks were really Michigan struggles this year. Wilton Spate went out early, and there was still some speculation about whether Wilton Spate was the right fit for them. They brought in John O'Korn, and he kind of wet the bed against some other teams. And then Brandon Peters got in there, and he couldn't really do much. And then against Ohio State in that last game, they got torched by their backup quarterback. So that just shows you how much Michigan really has to step it up.
Well, first of all,
they're not that great.
I wouldn't say that we got torched by their backup quarterback. I would say that Dwayne Haskins. I'm sorry. He's a great player. First of all, let me just put that out there. I think that he played a decent game against Michigan, and if we had Brandon Peters, we would have beaten Ohio State. That's just a fact, and that's not an opinion. Go on.
It's the definition of an opinion.
It's a fact.
Nevertheless, that's all we have for today, Cubs. My name is Brendan Schabath, joined alongside Blake Davis and
Thanks
Billy
for having
Zimmer.
us.
The Big Baller Squad, the 3 Bs in the studio today.
Nebraska sucks also.
Thanks and have a good one.